Hello all you science and experimentalist furries, Scorch GD here. Today is Tuesday, April 21st, 2015, and I am conducting a slightly different experiment with the same generator-powered ignition system. Only this time I am using a common off-the-shelf non-resistor spark plug which will fit my portable generator, and I have mounted it in place of the spark gap that I had before, right up here at the top of the system. Which, by the way, looks much better in the original video, but it does appear that YouTube processing pretty much removed almost all the very nice and bright white plasma arc flashes in that video, so it no longer appears nearly as impressive on YouTube as it does in my original video file. Oh well, thank you YouTube. Here's pretty much what I get if I simply operate this ignition system with the blocking diode engaged. And in this condition, it is pretty much just a nice strong plasma type of spark that is emitting a basic ticking sound from the plug every time I fire the system. So what is a plasma arc anyway? Well, one common description of plasma is to describe it as a fourth state of matter. We normally think of the three states of matter as solid, liquid, and gas. For a common element, water for example, these three states are ice, water, and steam, or ice, liquid, and steam. The difference between these states relates to their energy levels. When we add energy in the form of heat to ice, the ice melts and forms into a liquid of water. When we add more energy, the water vaporizes into hydrogen and oxygen in the form of steam. By adding more energy to steam, these gases become ionized. The ionization process causes the gas to become electrically conductive. This electrically conductive ionized gas is called a plasma. So here is the experiment. Let's see if adding water to the spark plug merely shorts it out, as may happen in a conventional ignition system, as any reputable mechanic will tell us. And my personal experience is that if there's any water in an automotive distributor cap, the engine will not start, because even a small amount of water condensation in that distributor cap will tend to short the high voltage directly to ground and the engine will not start. But check this out. This is not your typical ignition system, obviously. And just as an old paradigm physicist who is trained in the ancient classical physics might declare, this is Scorch's crackpot science that will never work, and there will not be any dissociation of the water or increased energy that will result in a brighter arc flash and louder pop or explosion as compared to the current snapping sound. Once again, this is basically just a nice strong spark in the spark gap of the plug. So let's test this new paradigm in physics just to see what might happen. I have in this bottle here common filtered drinking water from my reverse osmosis filter system, and I'm going to just give it a little spritz from this bottle to test if it shorts out or actually provides evidence of a higher energy discharge in the form of a louder, explosive pop and brighter flash, indicating that additional energy is being released. So here we go. Regular spark. I'm going to just spritz that with some water, and let's try again. Wow, check this out. Definitely louder and brighter. What could this possibly be used for? Is it possible that under the right conditions and with this release of additional energy and expanding gases, I might actually be able to convert an internal combustion engine into a plasma-fired steam engine running on plain water? How very interesting. I would have to say that these new paradigms in physics, are well worth further investigation. That is all for now from this Green Dragon's Crackpot Science Laboratory, where I am now very interested in these new paradigms of modern physics as presented by Dr. Moray B. King.